If you guys have not been watching Andor on Disney Plus, I can't believe I just shouted out Disney Plus. It's not my fault that Disney bought Star Wars, but Andor is amazing. Andor is very good. I have one episode left. I'm not going to do any spoilers, but if you really know the Star Wars universe at all, like it's just all a giant spoiler because like these are basically prequels. And so like ultimately, you know, I'm not really spoiling anything. And, you know, Star Wars, evil empire, Jedis, rebellion, right? Jedis, kind of magicians of the rebellion. The resistance is, you know, the resistance. They're trying to fight the empire. Empire, very bad. Did bad things like destroyed Alderaan in the very first Star Wars. Here we go. They have something, if you guys don't know, and I'm telling you right now, they have something called a Death Star. Now, the Death Star kills little planets. That's what it does, or big planets. It kills stars. So that's why I said Death Star. That's the point. Well, I guess the star would, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. It kills planets. So here it is, destroying Alderaan. This is in the early scenes of A New Hope, or the first episode. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Now, because of the 80s special effects, that doesn't look crazy. That looks like, you know, a plug in your garage just kind of short-circuited. That looks like a short circuit, but that's a lot of destruction. There's a lot of lives on Alderaan. A lot of people live there. Now, who among us would go on national television and defend the Empire? You guys remember just a week ago or so, 2 weeks ago, May 4th happened. And of course, Star Wars fans say, May the 4th be with you. This is a thing they say. This is a thing we do. And Donald Trump posted a little AI tweet, AI image of himself as a Jedi. And he had a red lightsaber, which people were like, good guys have green lightsabers, bad guys have red lightsabers. What are you doing? And, you know, then along with the AI image, there was a, we're not the Empire. You're the Empire. We're the resistance. It's like, you're the Empire. We all know you're the Empire. Stop trying to rewrite what you say you want, which is all power, being above the law. Right? Complete jurisdiction over the entire galaxy. The right to arrest people for small acts of protest. Just own your well, at least someone is owning that. And that is Scott Jennings, who, again, gets paid by CNN to say this kind of Here he is, and Van Lathan's also on the show, and he is like, cannot believe what he's hearing. And here is, Jesus, these panels. Here's Scott Jennings. Now, he's ironically defending the Empire, but I want you to understand that there's a thin line between sort of making a joke and actually believing something. I mean, this is kind of all jokes have a grain of truth. That's why they're funny. That's why you can say them. That's why they work, is because, you know, there's a grain of truth. So he is very irony-pilled in this clip, but he absolutely defends the Empire.
I think it's time that we took a different look and a new look at the reign of Emperor Palpatine. I think maybe, I mean, you did a podcast on this. I think he's getting a bad rap. And look what he did. He took on an entrenched deep state at the Jedi Council. He tried to bring order to the
So Van Lathan's dying. He took on an entrenched deep state of the Jedi Council? No. What would the Jedi Council be? And it might be like, you know, protesters, or like, you know, anyone who's like sort of an elite resistance, any kind of, you know, vanguard, if you will. And so he's sort of, it's funny initially, like Van Lathan laughs, and then he's like, oh God, you're kind of making a for real point.
And he wanted free and fair and reciprocal trade around the galaxy.
Blew up Alderaan.
Protected law and order. Well, I think some could argue that it was warranted given their rebellious activities. I mean, he defended the Empire against...
I think some people could defend their actions given their rebellious activities. He blew up Alderaan. And again, he's joking. But is he?
unelected hippies and violent protest activities. I mean, he defended the empire against unelected hippies and violent protesters. I'm just saying, it's been a while. We may need to take a look at this again and say, was he right? And maybe it's time to take a different look at his
Was
leader.
Palpatine right about everything?
Okay, now, again, it is a joke. You could imagine this as like some sort of like, it's an angle. Like, oh, I've got an angle on it. What about what if Palpatine was good? But Palpatine defended the galaxy against protesters and hippies. Like, is this the kind of like funny haha joke while Congress people are being arrested, mayors are being arrested, people are being deported, who should never have been deported into gulags, people are being arrested for their speech. Mahmoud Khalil is still detained for leading protests or even just being part of protests for Palestine, where it's illegal to do boycott, divestment, sanctions around Israel in dozens of states. Like, this is not a joke. This is actually how the right feels. You can blow up Alderaan. You can kill as many people as you want because you've got a broader project, and that is defending the galaxy, defending Palpatine. What's going on, Frantifa? If you haven't already, subscribe to this channel right now. Hit that button. And also, you can become a patron and support the show every single week. Get access to bonus episodes and exclusive merchandise. Patreon.com/bitchuation room. Do it.